Well, it's turned out to be another great day for the India A team here against England Lions in the second unofficial test at the county ground in Northampton on the day three, which is the penultimate of this second day test. It wasn't just the Indian batters who actually made merry, but it was the bowlers also, led by Khaleel Ahmed, who made sure that India A had a brilliant day against the England Lions. So before we get to any kind of perspective as far as the potential Indian players for the England series are concerned, as to how they have basically strengthened their chances or what is the thing with their performances, let's just take a look at the scores here. So, resuming the day here, England Lions were 190 odd for three in response to India A's 348, and they were bowled out for 327, and it was all down to the brilliant performance by Khalil Ahmed, who took a 4 wicket haul. Initially, when the day began, Khalil Ahmed was on the mark from the word go. He took a couple of wickets to make sure that he pegged the England Lions back, and then it was the support by the other bowlers, someone like Anshul Kamboj and Tushar Deshpande, that made sure that England Lions could score 327. They basically fell short by 21 runs as far as India A's first innings score is concerned. India had scored 348, and now in the second innings, India A once again got off to a great start as far as KL Rahul and Abhimanyu Easwaran go. Rahul, 50 for him. He had scored a century in the first innings. Abhimanyu Easwaran, he returned to form with a quick 80 of just 92 balls. Another failure for Yashasvi Jaiswal. Dhruv Jurel and Nitish Kumar Reddy as at the crease, and Karun Nayak, he had a rare failure, scored 15. So India A's lead is currently 184, and there's still one match to go. So now let's just discuss a couple of perspectives here. One is obviously the performances of someone like a Khalil Ahmed and KL Rahul. So first of all, let's just start with KL Rahul. Well, he has done his chances no harm. He scored 100 in the first innings, and now in the second innings he has scored a 50. Well, remember, KL Rahul wasn't initially a part of the second unofficial test against England Lions. He actually requested the BCCI to make sure that he can board that flight to the UK so that he can take part in this unofficial test, and he has done it. And what it has done is that he is going to be India's incumbent opener alongside Yashasvi Jaiswal for the opening test against England, and probably for the 5 match series, performance permitted here in this case. For Jaiswal, well, another failure, but then it's not really going to deter his chances as far as his opening spot is concerned. He is still India's best opener, and they would rely on him to come good in that intra-squad game that's going to take place in a few days from now, and also the 5 match series. Rare failure for Karun Nayak, not really a big cause of concern at all. Dhruv Jurel is still at the crease. He would want to strengthen his position as far as a spot in the middle order is concerned. And apart from that, there's probably going to be some more batting time for Nitish Kumar Reddy as the match progresses. There's just one more day remaining in this second unofficial test. The opening test also, it had been drawn, that took place in Canterbury. And as far as the bowlers go, well, Khalil Ahmed, he isn't really a part of the India squad for the England series. But then what he has done is that, with this 4 wicket haul, he could probably be a reserve bowler or a net bowler, assuming India need, more options in that case. And he couldn't possibly be a replacement, assuming there are any injuries. And we also know that Jasprit Bumrah is not really going to take part in all of the 5 test matches. So knowing that England have a lot of right-handed batters in their first 7 or 8, if we go by it, it's Zach Crawley, Oli Pope, Joe Root, there's Jamie Smith, Harry Brook. So 5 of them. I think they might just require Khalil, but then, that remains to be seen whether that would happen or not. So, but yes, Khalil doing his chances pretty good, and if he can, probably just do well in the second innings, assuming India get a chance to bowl in the second innings, then, let's see what happens, India A. So, good thing for Khalil now. Now, where is this match headed, before I take a couple of comments? Just one more day remaining. India A's lead is 184. So at best, what they can do is, if there's no rain and no bad light tomorrow, then they would probably want to get to a lead of about maybe 280, 300, or at max 320. Scoring quick fire runs and making sure that England Lions come out to bat, and who knows, Abhimanyu Easwaran could be the Kohli in that particular case for 60 overs, they should feel hell out there. But yeah, I think this is a good chance for India A to force a result. They have nothing to lose. They are in a good position in this match. So a lead of about 300, 320 odd, and having England Lions to bat around maybe 60 odd overs would just be good. But then, that's weather and light permitting. Weather for tomorrow isn't really that promising. There is about 20% chance of rain in Northampton, not necessarily around the ground, county ground, but in Northampton there. So let's see how things go. But if it is a full day's play, then India A would definitely fancy their chances. Anywhere around 300, 320 would be good. And let's see how things go. But you can share your thoughts in the comment section about this game. What do you think? Can India force a result or not? I'll just take a couple of comments before I wrap things up. It's a brilliant match going on between Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner. It's down to the fifth set, and Alcaraz is currently leading the fifth set. 4-3 will obviously bring you the live for it. Freaking Awesome is saying that India have lost 6 out of 8 tests against New Zealand since the beginning of WTC. For the past few years, Kiwis are bothering India more than... Yeah, absolutely. That has been the case. It's not just the team as a whole, but even in the individual matchups, Kiwis are higher. They basically hold the wood over the Indian batters, even the bowlers for that matter. Kiwi batters have done well against the Indian bowlers. Freaking Awesome is saying, would they go with Dhruv Jurel or Sai Sudarshan? I think, there's a chance that they might just go in with Sai Sudarshan because, you would want an extra left-handed batter in your, playing 11 for that matter, just to make sure there's more variety. But on current form, if you ask me, I would pick Dhruv Jurel. So what the selectors or what the team management might want to go, I think they would probably go with Sai Sudarshan. But my personal pick is Dhruv Jurel. I think in whatever limited chances that he has gotten to play for India, he's done very well, and I think he deserves a long run. He can still play as a pure batter. He doesn't really need to keep wickets to be a part of the 11. Because most likely Karun Nair will 100% play the first test, or maybe 99%, if I have to say. His position, I think it's going to be dependent upon where Gill decides to bat. It could be number 3 or number 4, depending upon where Gill wants to bat. So if, let's say, Gill decides to bat at 4, Karun Nair would be 3, and if Gill goes at 4, then it's going to be the other way around. One last question before we wrap things up. Rajesh is asking, Sid sir, whom do you pick at number 6 between Karun and Jurel, assuming Sai? I'm going to go with Karun Nair. I think it's going to be hard, for Dhruv Jurel to miss out. But then you cannot really ignore the plethora of runs that Karun Nair has scored in domestic cricket, in white ball, red ball. Even in IPL, he was pretty decent, in whatever opportunities he got. And obviously the double 100 that he got in the first of unofficial test. So, tough call, but I'm going to go with Karun Nair, assuming, if I go by your question, Rajesh, that Sai Sudarshan bats at 3. So that's about it as far as this live of India A versus England Lions is concerned. Yeah, I'm a little distracted because of the Sinner versus Alcaraz match. Let's see how things go. And we'll keep you posted about the tennis match also, and obviously the India A versus England Lions game that's going to have its final day played out tomorrow.